day, man, to wake up and breathe in air into your lungs.
Yeah, it is.
To be able to walk. I appreciate being able to walk.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it'd be little stuff I appreciate. I appreciate having both my hands. I appreciate the fact that I can get out of the bed when I want to. It's some people can't get out of the bed till somebody come and get them out the bed.
See a girl like that on the bus, it's so sad. She's in a wheelchair, and all her limbs are twisted, in her legs. I think it's her dad that rides the bus with her. And she screams in pain all the way, the whole thing, like, she doesn't see her, it's so sad.
The thing is, y'all, let's be thankful for whatever we got today. Whatever it is, let's be thankful for what we got today. And it might not be much, but there's some people, man, wishing they had what you got. There's some people in some foreign countries, man, they wish they were sitting in this room right now where y'all at.
Be able to eat.
Be able to eat, get out of the sun or out of the cold, out of the rain. So we're going to be talking about 5 types of people you shouldn't date. Word of the day is emotional dumpers. Anybody ever heard that definition before? Emotional dumpers. That's one of the type of people you shouldn't date. Yeah, emotional dumpers. Emotional dumpers are people who want a relationship, and they only got one reason for wanting a relationship. Not for love, not to share their life with somebody, not to grow with somebody. They only got one reason and one purpose for a relationship. Emotional dumpers. People who want a relationship so they can have someone they can dump their emotional baggage on to. Emotional dumpers. People who want a relationship so they can have someone they can dump their emotional baggage on to. They want a pity party. And they want you to sit and participate. And don't try to come up with no solutions either. Because that's not your job. And that's not what they want you for. They don't want your solutions. They don't want your advice. Just be there so I can dump this stuff off on you and co-sign my BS. Saying of the day, relationships don't last because of the good times. Let me say it one more time. Relationships don't last because of the good times. And that sounds kind of silly, don't it? Relationships don't last because of the good times? Huh? They last because the hard times were handled with love and care. Yeah, man. It's the hard times that's the test. Y'all thought the good times were the test. That's what y'all thought. Look, man. It's easy to have a bunch of friends when you got a pocket full of money. Yeah, man. Relationships don't last because of the good times. They last because the hard times were handled with love and care, which means that no matter what y'all go through, it don't have to even just be a romantic relationship. It could be your family and your friends. No matter what y'all go to, y'all might argue, y'all might disagree, y'all might not get along, but it's how you treat each other in those situations that determines the quality of the relationship. Because no matter how mad I get at you, I'm not going to call you out of your name. Because I love you. And when you love somebody, certain things you don't say to people you love, certain things you don't do to people you love. I'm not going to put my hands on somebody I love. This talk is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional guidance, advice, treatment, or diagnosis. If you or someone you know has experienced a mental health crisis, substance use or abuse, or suicidal thoughts, dial 988. 988 is available 24/7 nationwide and staffed by trained crisis counselors who are just a text or call away. 5 types of people you shouldn't date. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone who just wasn't good for you? Both hands up on that. I'll put both my feet up too if I could. Maybe the relationship was like oil and water. Y'all just getting mixed. And I never understood that when I should hear older people say that about their relationships. They were like 2 passing ships in the night. I know what that means. Like when you in a good mood and you on, she off. Then she finally come around and she in a good mood, I'm off. 2 ships, fact, we were never on at the same time. She'll be snuggling up against me, like kissing on my neck and baby, I ain't with it. You know, I got an attitude right now. You know, and then maybe the next day I'll be snuggling up to her trying to, I ain't with it. I don't feel it. We was always like that. We was never on at the same time. Only time we was on at the same time was the first month. Maybe the relationship was like oil and water. Dating can be an absolute minefield at times. Dating, don't get it mistaken, can be an absolute minefield at times because you can invite somebody into your life who don't mean you any good, and they will blow your life up. You let the wrong person into your life and they will blow your life up. And you will lose all of the things you done worked hard to get. A person can destroy your life in less than 6 months. Dating can be an absolute minefield at times, and it can be hard sometimes to know what to expect when it comes to meeting new people. To help with this, here are some things you might want to avoid when entering a new potential relationship. Number 1, avoid emotional dumpers. If you're dating an emotional dumper, then it's likely you will hear about every problem that they're facing in life, and you will have no choice but to listen to this on a regular basis. And if you try to suggest a solution, they will likely not listen to you and tend to be in love with their self-pity and their misery because they can't be in a relationship with you because they are already in a relationship with their pity. Tend to be in love with their self-pity and misery. Make sure you take time to think about how much emotional dumping you can take before continuing this kind of relationship. 5 types of people you shouldn't date. Number 2, avoid overly clingy people. Klingons. Yeah, man, Star Trek. Overly clingy people constantly call or message the people they're in a relationship with. There's a difference between being eager and being clingy. People are clingy for various reasons like insecurities or previous relationships that lead them to overcompensate because of fears that you might leave them. So a lot of times people who are clingy, they left some abusive relationships. They left a toxic relationship and that person already conditioned them. Or that person left them. That person abandoned them. That person abused them. So when they get a hold of you and you come off as a positive person or a good person or a good thing, they want to hold on to you and they don't want to let you go. But you got to save some for next time. There's a difference between being eager and being clingy. People are clingy for various reasons like insecurities or previous relationships that lead them to overcompensate because of fears that you might leave them. They may also have expectations regarding romantic gestures from which they'll be upset about if you don't meet them. Have you ever had somebody call your phone because you're busy, you at work, you're doing something, you're helping somebody, something important that you're dealing with, you missed 2 or 3 phone calls from them, and now you got to deal with an attitude now? You couldn't answer the phone. They called you 3 times and now it's a problem. That's not a healthy relationship. That person that's like that, they're not in a position. I don't care how old they are. I don't care how old they are. If you call my phone, and I don't care if you've been calling me from 8 in the morning to 8 at night. When you do finally talk to me at 8 at night, and if you're not saying, are you okay? Is everything good? If the first thing out your mouth is, I don't have nothing to say to you, don't call me, no, and you ain't concerned about why you haven't talked to me in that long, you better counsel that person. Because they are a narcissist. That's the definition of one person who puts themselves over everybody and everything. People are clingy for various reasons like insecurities or previous relationships that lead them to overcompensate because of fears that you might leave them. They may also have expectations regarding romantic gestures from you, which they'll be upset if you don't meet them. And if you're a person who appreciates personal space and independence, it might be wise to avoid this type of person because you may eventually feel suffocated in the relationship. If you're the type of person, you respect your personal space. You don't want a Klingon. Y'all not going to mix. Y'all not going to jail. Not a Klingon and somebody, because sometimes you got to have your own personal space. Unless you're going into a codependent relationship. That's for the birds. 5 types of people you shouldn't date. Number 3, avoid the extreme perfectionists. A perfectionist is someone who has a constant, deep-seated need to strive for perfection over authenticity. This person, they strive for perfection opposed to authenticity, because a person who is authentic Even though you think they got it going on, even though you think they might have a bar in the basement, they might have just bought a brand new car, you run over there like, let me get a loan. Let me tell you something, man, I'm struggling to pay for this car right now. I don't have it right now. If I had it, I would give it to you. But a perfectionist is going to try to give them the money and then run around and figure out how they're going to put it back in their account. You'd be better off being authentic. Perfectionist is someone who has a constant, deep-seated need to strive for perfection over authenticity, even if it hurts the people around them and stands in the way of forming healthy relationships. Perfectionists often flip between two main emotions, and that's dread and relief. They're either one or the other. Something coming up. I hope it works out. I hope it goes good. I hope it's really good. I hope it's good. They got something they planned, and they like, and finally, when it's finally over and it went good, until the next time. A perfectionist is someone who has a constant deep-seated need to strive for perfection over authenticity, even if it hurts the people around them and stands in the way of forming healthy relationships. Perfectionists often flip between two main emotions of dread and relief. If you notice that the person you are dating is difficult to please, always looking for flaws or mistakes in you and other people and other things, they're always looking for problems, and they always want to be in control. A perfectionist always want to be in control. A perfectionist will come to your Christmas party and tell you what to do. That ain't how that tree supposed to be decorated. We got to do this. Take all that stuff down. We got to do this all over. Hey, get the kids out of the kids shouldn't be in there with the ground. Let the kids go outside. They ordering everybody around and it ain't even their thing. If you notice that the person you are dating is difficult to please, always looking for flaws or mistakes, always looking for problems, and they always want to be in control, then they could be exhibiting signs of an extreme perfectionist. 5 types of people you should not date. Number four, avoid the narcissist. The reason why you got to avoid a narcissist, because if you dating a narcissist, you really basically dating yourself. Because it's all about them. Narcissist believes what's mine is mine, what's yours is mine. This is probably the thing which comes up the most when talking about who not to date. Generally speaking, narcissists are self-obsessed, judgmental, and tend to be very selfish. This type of person can be particularly draining as they want to create a perfect image of themselves and their lives and want you to follow along with the game. You will rarely meet a narcissist who will show any level of genuine empathy towards others. This is the type of person, they will cuss their wife out, whoop her butt, put her down, cuss her out, make her feel bad, and then leave later on that day with her to the Christmas party and be walking around hugging her and kissing her and talking to everybody and having fun like they just the best couple in the world. And then as soon as they get back in the car, he turned back into the devil. 5 types of people you shouldn't date. And the final one, number 5, avoid toxic communicators. People who call you out of your name, people who yell and scream at you, people who don't know how to talk and be nice and polite and get their point across without putting their hands on somebody. Have you ever heard someone you're dating say, I fight with you because I love you? Listen to that for a second. I fight with you because I love you. I slap you because I love you. I cheated on you because I loved you. Right? So, but the thing about that is that they're associating love with disrespect. I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna tell you something about love, like real love. Love, if it's real, will take a man who every woman, say he's been with 6 women, he abused all 6 of them. Beat them, disrespected them, hit them, all of those things. All 6 women he had ever had in his life, those are the women that he beat and he abused, and then he run into this one woman. He ain't never hit her, he ain't never put his hands on her, and she tell him, you ever put your hands on me and I'm gonna leave you. And know what he do? He go get help. That's what love will cause you to do. Love will cause you don't even know how you gonna fix it. You might not even think it's a problem, but because they think it's a problem, you're just gonna go get it done. That's what love will do. Love will cause you something you've been doing for years and years and years. Love will cause you to stop doing it. You done cheated on every woman you ever been, and you run into this one woman who you love, respect, and care about, and you ain't even thinking about cheating on this lady. That's love. Because you can't say I went and cheated on you because I loved you. You can't slap somebody or hit somebody and say, I did that because I love you. Because the person who hit the person and saying to the person, I love you, who hit them, they got an issue. And the person who's staying in that situation who got hit and believes that that person loves them, they got an issue too. They're codependent. Chances are you could be dating a toxic communicator. These type of people will find it hard to give you respect. And instead, they will argue, counter-argue, and never give you space or an opportunity to explain things. They ain't gonna never let you explain nothing. Every time you get ready to explain what they fussing about, they're gonna cut you off. Or they're gonna say, forget about it. Because they don't want you to be able to explain it away. Because they have the control. If they are the aggressor has the control, whether it be the man or the woman. These type of people will find it hard to give you respect, and instead they will argue, counter-argue, and never give you space or an opportunity to explain things. These are the type of people that when you're trying to calm down and you're trying to get out of the argument, you're talking about a toxic communicator, they're going to keep following you with the stuff. So these type of persons may, and this is the last part, this is the part I want to finish with. This is the type of person who is the toxic communicator. These type of persons may measure your love by how much disrespect you'll take from them. Imagine being in a relationship with somebody and they quantify the love that you have for them by the amount of disrespect you can accept from them.